Welcome. You're watching DBMN TV. This is Abigail R. Carmelim bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. From 1st to 3rd March at the headquarters of the Salesian Network of Brazil in Brasilia, the national meeting of the Salesian Communication Committee was held. The meeting aimed at promoting integration, networking and alignment with the actions envisaged in the Integrated Annual Work Plan was led by the National Coordinator for Salesian Communication, Sister Michael Losh, together with the team of the Central Office, the Executive Coordinator, Maria Dantas, the Communication Analyst, Janaina Lima and Thiago Silva, and the Graphic Designer, Pedro Freitas. Ana Maria Gomez Cordeiro represented the Salesian Youth Ministry and the delegates of social communication of each province of the Salesians of Don Bosco and of the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians of Brazil were also present. The first day of the meeting had as its theme the strengthening of the integration of the committee and was led by the executive directors of the Salesian Network of Brazil, Sister Silvia Aparecida da Silva and Father Nivaldo Luis Pezinati, who were also present on the other days of the event. On the second day, after the prayer guided through a collective reading of the message of Pope Francis for the 57th World Day of Social Communications, the remote participation of the national coordinators of the Commissions for School and for Salesian Social Action of the RSB was recorded respectively, Sister Lucia Jacinta Finassi and Carolina Neves de Oliveira. This dream and this journey that we have tried to make together makes us close in some way. I hope that together the synergy between the social action, schools and communication commissions can be achieved, knowing that our mission is unique so that our paths will always and daily cross, the latter observe. The regional councillor for the America Southern Cone region, Father Gabriel Romero, who is in Chile, to carry out on behalf of the Rector Major the extraordinary visit to the Salesian province, and Gabriel Archangel CIL visited the Salesian works in the province of Magallanes near Punta Arenas and Puerto Natales from 1st to 7 March. On Thursday, March 2nd, Father Romero reached the pastoral educational community of San Jose Secondary School in Punta Arenas. Warmly welcomed by the students, he offered them his Salesian good morning thought. Then in the morning, he met with the center's managing team, representatives of the Student Center and Salesian Youth Movement groups. In the afternoon, he attended the Teachers' Council. In each of these meetings, he spoke with various representatives of CEP, obtaining different views and opinions on the mission of the secondary school and how it affects the local community. The use of heavy weapons by Congolese loyalist forces has thrown the occupants of the Salesian concession, the area designated for plantations of the Don Bosco Shasha Center, into panic. As a result, thousands of people are on the run again to unknown destinations. Fear peaked last Tuesday, March 7, 2023, when rockets fired by the Congolese loyalist forces stationed in the Salesian concession and its northern periphery reached the locality of Karuba, about 30 kilometers from the Salesian house, causing casualties among peaceful farmers in the area. The belligerent side from Karuba responded with artillery fire that fell in the Salesian concession. According to reports from Jumbo Vijana, the magazine published by the youth of the Salesian works of the Eastern Delegation of Central Africa, this resulted in the death of 1 person and 2 wounded, while people from the areas targeted by the shelling crossed the concession, wreaking panic and havoc. 415 children and youth from Salesian schools and 23 teachers immediately fled Shasha. 250 sharecropper families and 20 plantation workers also dispersed. 623 displaced families, or nearly 5,000 people, hastily emptied their makeshift shelters erected on Salesian land. The nearest health facility is without medical staff. In all war zones, there is a massive exodus of people and fighting. The stabilization efforts that had been initiated have been thwarted by yet another menace that has come to disrupt the lives of the displaced population. After 2 years of listening, synthesis and reflection, the Youth Ministry sector has published the text A Youth Ministry That Educates to Love, available in 6 languages. Father Miguel Angel Garcia Morcunde, one of the two authors, explains that Don Bosco consciously chose to involve himself directly in the lives and physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual situations of his boys. Many of their stories of abandonment and loneliness conceal complex situations that he himself helped to illuminate and guide. Attention to the affective dimension was constantly contemplated in his preventive system. Antonella Sinagoga, for her part, comments that in a current interpretive key, effectively education today is an opportunity to listen and welcome concerns, doubts, and research into an integrated perspective. Effectivity and sexuality are two essential aspects of well being and are intended to accompany people's relationships throughout their lives. The book is intended to be a tool for educators to systematize concepts and attitudes related to affective and sexuality education. This combination of knowledge and behavior will gradually lead to the development of skills and criteria that will help the educator to accompany and guide young people in a flexible manner appropriate to all life contexts. On February 25th at the Salesian Theologate Theatre in Krakow, the 92nd edition of the Sacred Representation of the Passion of Christ entitled Mysterium was staged, which will be repeated every Saturday and Sunday of Lent until April 1st. The performers are Salesian clerics from Krakow and also some young people from the Ziema Boga group. This year, the theme of the play deals with the story of Gregors Servicki, the author of the testimony book Nies Kazani, You Are Not Condemned, who ended up in prison twice during his life. There, encouraged by a fellow inmate, he took the Bible because, as he said, he had nothing to lose and could put it back on the shelf. But then he did more than that, and the book changed his outlook and his life. This year's mystery is indeed about the fact that there is no darkness from which Jesus cannot lead out. Director and author of the script, as in previous years, is actor Marcin Koberski. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Till we meet again, thank you for watching.